Draco. Elvis.
Whoa! Be more for real.
Be more for real. Thanks for joining us. It's another Wednesday,
It's
and
another
we
one.
are here. I am Uncle Wayne.
I'm your co-host, OMG Danny, man. We got a good one. We got an action-packed one for y'all, man. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about some of the honorary legends in our community that's doing great work. We're going to talk about some sponsors. We have some events coming up, so stay tuned with us. Realest podcast, realest conversation on the net. Number one podcast in Baltimore, by the way. So let's go ahead and
Also remind you every Wednesday that we're number one. But we are. And thanks for joining us.
rate it off for
Again,
reality. Rate it
I
off
am
for
Uncle
reality.
Wayne.
I'm
Listen,
OMG Dan. We got special guests with us. We're gonna let them introduce themselves. By the way,
also we're gonna jump straight into this.
hold on, no. We're not gonna jump straight into it, but we're gonna let them.
Jordan,
We introduce ourselves. Just introduce yourself. We're gonna get a segment for a second, and we appreciate Ascend the Icon. Very detailed person that's gonna join the podcast. Very soon we're gonna talk about some things. We appreciate you for joining as well. Ascend the Icon. Shout out to you as well. But we got some lovely guests with us.
Yeah, my name is Brandon Clee. It's a pleasure first for being here.
Sorry about that, Mike off.
Yeah, so how y'all doing? My name is Brandon Clee.
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Let's go.
Brandon Clee, can you hear me now? Hey everyone, my name is Brandon Clayton. I'm an executive director of Young Successful Leaders, and it's a pleasure being here.
Hey, I'm Harold Diggs with Young Successful Leaders. Pleasure to be here, man. Thank y'all for having us all day.
Man, we appreciate y'all for being here, man. You guys are one of a kind and are worthy to be recognized for sure. And it's a pleasure to have y'all here on the platform. We're gonna get more into that very shortly, man. It's Be More for Real, man. We just gonna go ahead into it real quick, man. The Be More for Real moment. How you feeling, Uncle Wayne? How was the week?
we're gonna get into it for real. We're gonna let y'all talk too. And then
Okay. How was y'all week? Let's start it off right. How was y'all week and everything?
Yeah, so my week was good thus far. I always say busy, of course, busy but productive at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Diggs?
It's like we were talking about earlier, man. God woke us up this morning and, got through the week doing good. Today, hump day. Tomorrow's another day. And we going to make it happen, man.
Yeah, man, for
You know,
sure,
so
man.
every day is a day of possibilities, you know?
For sure, man.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a day of possibilities. My week was it's always a fight. It's always a struggle. The same kind of sort of week in, week out. But like I was saying, I could be better and I could be worse. So every day above ground is a good one. And I know y'all prolific speakers. We got something good for y'all tonight. But before I get any further, I do want to do one thing for the people, and we're gonna go head over to this. We got an event coming up, and if the engineer, if you could pull up we had the DJ event coming up on February the 13th. And we want you guys to stay tuned to this. It's a daddy daughter dance. Let me know when you have it up there on the screen, please. So we got the A Nation Outreach Ministry, ABE, all black everything, by the way, in case you didn't know. Abe Nation Outreach Ministry, Red Carpet Daddy Daughter Dance, the first annual on February the 13th. It's from 6 to 10 p.m. Man, y'all see it. It's at the Manor. Y'all see the location. It's on North Charles Street. Y'all got the information. BMore4Real is one of the sponsors. I am the DJ of the night actually, and also you have FY&E and Abe Apparel. Always, this is why this event is made. We appreciate each and every single viewer, but we would like for our viewers to go ahead and participate in the community. This guy, we had him on the podcast not too long ago, Mr. Andre Patterson, and you guys gonna get to know him more. We deal with a lot of people that's doing things in the community, and we're gonna talk about a lot of community outreach today as well. If we can get that logo off the screen as well, if we can get that logo off the screen, I'll greatly appreciate it. Give me 1 second. Yep. So Abe Nation, look. We come out to support the communities. Y'all know what we for. This is more than a podcast. This is a movement. So we would like each and all of our supporters to support everything we got going on. Daddy Daughter Dance. It's important to the community. Make sure y'all check that out. Also, let's go ahead to the second slide as well. Look, y'all see the shirt as well. Y'all see the shirt as well. Man, EBJR. I'm sorry, EBJR. We got to talk about this, man. We got some powerful people in the community that we collab with, man. And it's a send to icon. That's actually the brand. This is just a subset of the label. You know what I'm saying? EBJR is just a subset of the label. It stands for Elevate, Believe, Just Rise. In order to achieve what you truly want in life, you must elevate your thinking. You need to believe in yourself, even when others doubt you. There will be many challenges and obstacles to overcome. With this mindset, you will reach new heights and just rise. This is by Brother Eric. You can take that logo off the screen, by the way. Appreciate it. Look, we sorry about that. We have technical difficulties because this is live.
But
You know what
we're
I'm saying?
back. We are back.
We not here. We not here to politic. We not here to fake and funk. We here to have a real conversation. We here to enlighten the people. So with that being said, we gonna go ahead. Man. Elevate, believe, just rise. This brother, he is on Be More Sports Talk. Y'all go ahead and check that out on Mondays at 7 p.m. as well. Very exclusive, brother. Shout out Steph. Shout out brother Dennis. Shout out Be More Part. Everything y'all got going on, man.
Be
We
more
salute y'all
part.
guys, man.
Yes,
Y'all got things
gotta
going on. We have
Be
things
more
going
part.
on in the
Absolutely.
community, man. Like it's really getting really good, man. When the community come together and we make stuff happen, it just feels a whole lot better. We got comment from brother Jay Bryce. He said, "Hey, Y.S.L.," and he said, "Greetings, be more for real, man. Greetings. We appreciate you guys for being here, man. If this is your first time viewing us, we would urge you guys to go ahead, like, share, subscribe. It's the realest conversation on the net. Rated R for reality. Whether you want to commute, whether you want to clock, whether you want to commode, we appreciate you all and
The commode,
we
the
got something good for
commode.
y'all, man. So without further ado, man, we got the guests in the building, man. On YSL, we got to get to y'all, man,
But
because y'all some powerful
and
brothers.
then you bring YSL. But before we get into this, when we bring YSL, it brings up so much. The letters alone. Yeah, okay.
YSL
So
Let's get that. Let's get
let's
that.
throw that in there.
YSL
Let's throw that in there. So
YSL.
look in that camera and make those differences
Just
so we can
one,
clear
two,
that
two.
up. Clear it up.
YSL.
Successful Leaders Incorporated stands for YSLI. So it's Young Successful Leaders Incorporated, and it stands for YSLI. I think sometimes people just cut it short, and they be like, "Yo, that's YSL," and I'm like, "Yo, it's YSLI." Let's make sure we get it straight.
For
You know what
sure,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
There we go. Clear it up. I think you got it.
Young Successful Leaders Incorporated. So you can get us on the actually you can go to the web and get us. You can go to Instagram, but the acronyms is YSLI. A lot of people always say YSL. The old logo we had, it was like YSL, and underneath of it was the I.
Right.
But nobody ever paid no attention to that.
And you
So
know,
we had to change logo and say, look, YSL and put it right at the end, so we could be clear with everybody.
there you
So
go.
they know.
For a fact, man.
And now you have their attention. Tell me what you do.
Yes. So what we do, we're a nonprofit organization in Baltimore City. We serve young people between the age of 9 to 18, also young adults between the age of 18 and 25. And we teach about entrepreneurship, financial literacy, workforce development, leadership. We also do a violence and prevention program too as well. We do SEL, PRP services, restorative circles, and restorative practice.
So you said a lot of things real
Yeah.
fast, SEL and all that stuff. You're gonna have
Yeah.
to break down the terminology because I was like,
Right.
what
And everything with
it almost sounds like a
terminology.
adjustment machine.
Because a lot of times when we doing it, it's like that elevator pitch. You know what I mean? We got to be able to get it out and get it quick so
But-
people can lock in with us. But we got more time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a little bit more
Yeah.
time. Just a
You
little bit more
on
time.
BMore for real.
I got you.
And our audience are our people.
I got you.
And this when we get on our people because you have to teach our
Educate,
people.
yeah,
You
educate.
can't preach
I got
our
you.
people because
Absolutely.
preaching our people is what's destroying
For sure.
our people.
For sure.
So once again, break it down. Now,
Right.
when you say nonprofit,
Yeah.
Right.
you turn us straight off. See? You shut the door immediately.
Yeah.
We going straight on Penn North on about our business, and you just lost us.
Yeah.
Now, bring us in.
Yeah.
Okay? Bring us in. Break that down. When you said nonprofit, that
Yeah.
means bring us home. Talk to us like you in the backyard in the cookout. We rolling a blunt. I'm serious.
Yeah, let's get
This
it.
is how you have
Yeah.
to
I
teach.
Yeah, we at home.
Yeah.
Look, y'all family.
We
Yeah,
are
yeah,
be
home.
more for real,
Kick
and
your
this
feet
is
up.
who we are.
Kick your feet
I
up.
got you. All right.
We don't get a billion views. The few views we have to teach because when those one or two leave from the others, we want them to tell somebody else.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. We want to grow for sure.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
For sure. That's the business. You want to hit it one more time, or you want me to get it? All right. So, like Young Successful Leaders, when it was started with just the whole idea of us just being able to. We looked at me and him had a conversation, and based on the conversation, it was just like, what's going on, and we realized that it was a big disparity that exists in the community,
Right.
but the disparity was, when you look at it, it was economics, but the economics in another standpoint, it was like, yo, we ain't had no entrepreneurs. We ain't had people like you and like you just actually got it. Like you got a business, you in the community. You know what I'm saying? So it's another black businesses in the community, but it's a lot of businesses don't look like us that's not here. So our kids can't, when they go to school, they don't see us. They see everybody in business but us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like we said, nah, man, we can't do that. What we got to do is we have to create a pathway in the pipeline, that's going to allow kids to be able to start to blossom and open up their own businesses. So that's when me and him came up with the entrepreneurship program. And when we started doing the entrepreneurship program, we started realizing that, hey, you know what? this is doing good. Kids are starting to learn. Kids are starting to roll. And but the thing about it is, before we met all of this, that's just how we got started. But tell them, yo, like how we got started though.
Yeah. So even going back, so I graduated, born and raised in West Baltimore. I graduated from Frederick
Right.
Douglass High School back in 2016. I
Shout
went to
out, Doug.
Cop. Yeah, shout out Doug Nation. I went to Coppin State the next year for college. While me being at college, I actually was thinking about the more work I wanted to do here in Baltimore City. Right, I wanted to help young people. We was always talked about negatively on the bus. These youth ain't this, these youth ain't that, and that affected me in a way, and it affected my peers too as well. They might not have spoke upon it, spoke about it, but like I said, it affected us in a way negatively. Then I always saw like even the young people always even say today in today's society, right, is that we influenced by doing negative things by what we see when we come outside our house. And I was the same individual. We grow up into that poverty environment. We see the crime, drug, violence going on, the shootings that happening. You might see blood laying on the concrete from somebody that got shot last night. That stuff does affect us. It's trauma. Um, so for me, I was like, I want to help change this. I know I couldn't do it alone. I know I had to build a team. And I was always, as I always say, I was grateful to meet Mr. Diggs because he mentored me for a few years and taught me a lot. And I learned a lot, and I learned from him each and every day. And I'm grateful, like I said, for that. But while I was at Coppin, right, and we always talk about dreams, right? So I had,
Right.
I kind of turned the dream, right? I wrote into the essay, right? The essay, the professor said, just write me an essay about a program that you want to help start here in Baltimore City. That's all she said. I went home that night and I thought about, well, what I'm gonna name it, because I had to name the program right, because what I'm gonna write about. And God willingly, Young Successful Leaders came to my mind. But in that essay, and like I always tell folks, I still have it filed. That essay is still filed at home in the binder. Because I go back to that, I look back at that from where we came, from where we started to where we at now. Just as a reminder of growth. And I always tell people, and that's for myself, right? Growth stands for get rid of old ways.
Oh, you
And
gonna have to repeat that.
yeah,
Whoa,
that means
rewind,
something.
poem.
That
Whoa,
means something.
rewind, bars,
That's
bars.
always you
Dude.
always gotta give them a gem. But like
You
I
said
said,
what?
so growth stands for get rid of old ways.
Growth stands for
Get rid of old ways.
See?
Yeah, you gotta get rid of old ways. Get rid of old
Ways,
We
man.
always talk
That's
about growth, and in order to do that, you gotta get rid of your old ways. Um,
that's powerful.
yeah, but like I was saying, like I said, I wrote the essay. I actually joined the Baltimore City Youth Commission the following year, so I served for 2 years, 2018 and 2020. By me doing that, one of our jobs was to go around. I was a public information officer serving on the Baltimore City Youth Commission. By me seeing that, being part of it, all I saw was a fly, and I was like, you know what? I want to be a part of this. It's time to put boots to the ground. Not be talking about, not keep hearing about the problem. I want to help be a solution to the problem, right?
Right.
So by me doing that, like I said, I joined. I went to a meeting. I went to all the community association meetings. I didn't know Emerson Village had 8 community associations. Not that I didn't. I was uneducated, as I say on that, right? But I learned, and I went to all those meetings. By me going to those meetings, I ended up meeting Mr. Diggs at one of those meetings. And we talked, we dialogued. He heard me out. I told him about Young Successful Leaders. I was like, because I'm my mindset, I'm always thinking for future, right? I'm always thinking next steps. Like, all right, my youth commission is about to end in like prior year. I want to do more of this work. I really want to help impact the youth, the families, and the community of Baltimore City. So for me to doing that, I was like, he heard me out, but like he told me, he said, man, I can't give you no money. But he said, I can give you some knowledge, though. I can't give you no money.
It's not about money.
It wasn't about money, right? It wasn't about that. But a lot of young people at that time, and I just know, like, and on average, probably 85% probably would have walked away from that opportunity, right? Because we thinking about money. We money hungry. But for me, I'm a hard worker, and that's just where I come from in the family as a background. Like, I'm gonna put this work in because the money gonna eventually come. And we seen that, and the passion was in me too for that, because I'm like, he believing in me. I believe in this organization. We believe in it together, and we're gonna do this thing. And we've been doing it for the last 5 years together. Continue moving forward. But that's like I said, that's pretty much the backstory. Like I said, I tell young people all the time, man, just go after it. Don't sit around and wait on nothing. Go after it. If it's something you really want. Well, like when they want them Jordans they see in the store, they get that money, make sure they go buy them, right?
They do whatever by any means.
Right, yeah.
But they used to say, "Bam, by any means." They used to get it by any means. That's powerful, and a lot of people don't know the backstory on what y'all went through, and that's what we're here for, to recant and rehash and go over some of those things. So we it's a pleasure for y'all to share that information with us and with the people on the podcast, because a lot of people don't know how y'all started out. So Mr. Diggs was your mentor, and now y'all together are mentoring the community. Man, that is some powerful outreach. I actually was able to sit in on a financial literacy class that you guys had. And now you remember me, huh? I say, yeah. Now you remember me. Yeah, I got you. Look, I got you. My sons. I had my sons with me for sure. So I was able to sit in on this financial literacy class, and it was very important. One of the things that I learned and that I took away from that I didn't know before was the 50-30-20 rule. And I learned that while I was sitting there, and I never learned. I have never learned that before, and I was never educated to that. And let me tell you how powerful you brothers are, because y'all doing this for the kids, for the youth.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think people understand the strength. I don't think people understand how powerful and how much of an impact that plays on the youth and on the children. But man, that's powerful, because our people are financially illiterate.
Yeah.
And I myself am one of them. I'm gonna just say we, myself included, we are financially illiterate, because that was the first time I heard of 50-30-20 rule. So could you explain a little bit of that to our viewers so they can get a gist of what y'all? They teach a class just like they are professors, and they are prolific speakers as well. So go ahead, this is your show.
And then I'm real quick. I'm gonna let you share the story about the rule. So real quick, I just want to chime in with the story you just shared, right? Because I want people to miss this, right? Like when we talk about networking and we talk about making sure that we follow up, right? Because we met at an event, if you remember the event we met at. Remember the event? So I made sure that we go back and make sure that we do our follow, because that was
your back to school event, by the way.
Yeah,
so you being humble about it. Yeah, I want the people to know you being humble. This brother ultra humble. I was at his event that they were sponsoring, and I met him through that.
But But like I said, just networking and making sure that we follow up, because I made sure that you say, hey, man, I got my son. I think my son should be a part of this program. I just made sure to do the follow up, which going back to, like I said, Mr. Diggs, as far as mentoring, make sure that we do our follow ups, because for us, that's called a warm lead. And for folks that's out there, because like he said, we got to make sure we educate, make sure we teach, because us up here might know, but the folks at home, we want to make sure they're educated. So a warm lead is, let's say we had a network. Let's say, matter of fact, I'm going to give you a prime example. He mentioned earlier, I'm going to talk about the cookout. We're the cookout, but this is a family member we may not know, but we networking and we talking to them about a business that we may have had. So we, like I said, we educate them on making a network opportunity, rather, on a business that we have. So that way we can do a follow-up, because that's what a warm lead. Because I just met Nicole, and I'm just throwing out an example. I just met Nicole. So I get her number, her information, but I got to make sure that I follow up so I can get back to Nicole, because I want Nicole to come to my next event that I'm having. Right. So that's just a prime example, like I said. And that's just, like I said, that's called a warm lead for them folks that's at home. But I'm gonna give it back over to Mr. Days. He's going to talk to you about that 50-20.
Yeah. I mean, it's really just depending on how you set it up. But the one thing everybody in this is to piggyback on what you were saying, because you was like, well, sometimes I may not know certain things about finance or different things, but it's not that. See, the thing about it is this, and this is what, like it's just not just the black community, the brown community. It's all our communities combined, right? But the thing about it is, about 8 to 10 years ago, we just started talking about financial literacy. You started hearing all these people getting on Facebook and on Instagram, and they like, yo, do this and do that, and get this, and you can get grant money this way and all this. It's just, they talking about financing, right? It just started like 8, 10 years ago. So it's a fad. You feel me? Right. But even though it just started, people also started to realize, oh, this not really just a fad. People actually can get some cake off of this. They guapping up. So we like, oh, okay, so, but the thing about it is this, that's our community. Just getting into this about 10 years ago, right?
Right.
But they got other communities that don't look like us. They've been doing this for about 100 years. So their communities got almost like a 50-year jump on what we just starting on. You feel me? Like everybody talking about it, but nobody talking about it. You feel me? So it's like, nah, me and him had to come up with an idea to say, look, nah, we can't do this. So that's one of the things we talked about. We talk about like, we go through a lot of things in the program, but we also, when we talk about financial literacy, we talk about the 50-20-30 rule. But I think we use the 50-20-30 in the aspect of the first 50, when you look at it, is 50% of your general, meaning that your bills, your cell phones, your water bills, your gas and electric, your car payments, your insurance, all of that's your general stuff, right?
Right.
So 50% of your income, you're going to use to take care of that, right?
Right.
Now you got that 20 in the middle, that 20%. That 20% is like, all right, bet. Those are your wants. Now you want to take a girl out, you want to take your wife out, you want to get your kids stuff, you want to get yourself something, that's 20%. That's your wants.
Right.
You feel me? And now you got you got that 30. Now that 30 gets divided up into two categories, 15 and 15. 15 goes into savings and 15 goes into one important thing, your investments.
Right.
And this is important because the reason why I say it's important because you might have a friend at one point, right? And let's just say your friend say, "Yo, can I borrow, 250?" And you like, "All right, cool." You know what I'm saying? And you've been putting money away. But the thing about it is, you just made $1,000. But your friend asked you for 250. Now
Right.
you got a wife, you got kids, you got family. If you let them hold it, is that going? Let me ask you a question. Like, do y'all think that's going to jeopardize? Because we got black women, right? You know what I'm saying? You think that's going to jeopardize the household if you give them 250, man? Like real talk, because you say we talking real.
250 out of 1,000. That's like 1/4. Yeah,
All
I would
right,
say it probably wouldn't make or break you, but
right.
it would do substantial.
It could impact the
It could be
household.
a substantial impact.
Gotcha. So the thing is this: in the 50-20-30 rule, if you put in 250, if you breaking it up, for instance, and you putting 250 into, like, let's just say your investments, and you putting another 250 into your savings, the biggest thing you got to remember is that you're pulling 250 out of the investments. It ain't touched your general account, so your wife's still eating. Your
So
family's still
you wouldn't take the 250 out of the once.
nah, because I'm gonna take it out of my investments because I still want what I want.
Right.
But if I'm gonna invest in somebody, all right, cool, I'm gonna go into my investments. Here you go, yo, I got you. And it ain't gonna, your wife good, your wants good, so you can still take your family out and do what you want to do, and you still got your money in your savings. You ain't even touch your savings.
Mm.
You just doing. You got your play money, your investment money. You gonna go ahead and get that to your friend. Boom, yo, when you get it back, I need that. I need that back, son. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And you go ahead and give it to him. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So 50-20-30 rule. But the key to it is every time you get that stack in your hand, that's what you do with it. I don't care if it's a dollar or $50. You break it up into that 50-20-30, and you'll see in time, you'll be like, oh wow, this worked. It worked.
You learning how to use your money.
Yeah, you definitely learn how to use your money, man.
But you ready for this?
Yeah.
Black folks will learn how to use their money all the way from the beginning to the end.
Gotcha.
We have all the way from the beginning to the end. But we need to be taught so many ways to use our money.
For sure.
But we wouldn't spend our money the way we spend. They spend their money
For sure.
anyway.
Well, that's just because we
get what I'm saying.
But that's the thing. So when I said that they got to jump on us, right? They got to jump on us, but we still caught up in propaganda.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because mentally we still in slavery.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And yes.
We still got our mind locked in thinking that we can't achieve, so we just trying to blow everything we got and ain't doing nothing with it.
Right.
But we can.
But see, going again, because when we were set free,
For sure,
we never knew how to spend money.
For sure,
we never knew that. That's where our problem come in at end.
But
we need to be backed up again and learn our own way. When I say this again, talking about teaching, we need to learn what we're being taught and how to be taught.
But that's the thing. Like, a lot of people, when we look at the financial game, right, you got to take this back to the Black Renaissance. Because, back then, right before the Black Renaissance, you had mom and pop businesses, right? All those mom and pop business that we had, the government came into them and was like, yo, y'all doing real good. Y'all really impacting the community. And since y'all impacting the community, here's like 50,000 really, man, to help promote your business and get it propped up more.
Okay.
So you had a lot of great grandfathers and great grandmothers like, all right, you know what? I got this. And they was doing good. The community got real good. Money got real good.
Right.
Money flowing around the community. People, businesses growing. Everything was doing good.
Right.
And to tell you something real quick, we used to run numbers. We was real good at running numbers and running that. That's why they destroyed us on that too.
Sure. And when you think about it, during that time when they was running numbers and they also had the businesses running, right? What happened was, at some point in time, the bill was due.
Right.
So what happened was, the government came and told these mom and pop businesses, hey, I just want to let you know you owe some money. You owe my interest. And they like, what are you talking about? You gave me this 50,000 or this 100,000 so I could grow my business and make the community better. They say, yeah, but you had to pay interest on that. It was like, well, what is interest? They ain't know nothing about that.
Mm.
So Now
And then that
interest,
gets super tricky too.
but this is what happened. That's when all of the mom and pop businesses went away
Right.
because the government took all their businesses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely
It
understand.
was a straight. It was a real hustle.
They make us listen. They make us seem like we were dumb and stupid, but you're not dumb and stupid when something you don't know. And when they say we was ignorant, we had a language over there. When we spoke that language, we came over here. We didn't know your language. It's not we was ignorant, didn't know. We like we had a language. We was read and did our thing over there. Well, reading, but we came over here. This was the language and stuff that you all created and had here. Well, we wasn't like we wasn't talking, communicating with each other. That's where we get confused. We were someone. Only if we understood who we are, but things are so split up and mixed up now. I mean, but the communication. But once again, we still need leaders to learn who we are. That's where our communication has to be.
No, and you on point with that because when you talk about the language, this is the thing. You got mothers and fathers out here, kids out here, they acting like they scared of math. We created it.
Right.
Right.
It's ours.
Right.
Like it's you missed
Another
language.
conversation too.
It's our language.
Before we get too far away, I was hearing when I sat in on the class that you guys had. You were talking about where money came from. I did some research after that too. Something Island, right?
Yeah,
And
Jekyll Island.
Yeah, Jekyll Island.
Spell it out. Hey, Miss Bryce, you on there? Jekyll Island. Type it in.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Shout out Joanne Bryce,
Yeah,
man. She said growth. Get rid of old ways. Yeah. That's Mr. Brandon, man. We love that quote, man. Yeah. Dropping jewels on BMore4Real. We're gonna go ahead and clap.
Look how much he absorbed from the class.
I was sitting there learning.
He was in there with his kids.
But I was sitting there learning.
I should tell you what your class does. Man, only if, and I'm telling you when he brought it up here, that's why I said we had to have y'all up there. Listen, I'm with him all the time. It's kind of hard for me to get some things through the head. So apparently my teaching ain't working.
Right. But
let's push it to another level.
Okay.
Let's keep pushing. That's why I say we have to get through. We have to do this at a pace and keep pushing it.
Right.
It has to be done.
Right.
Because it's getting through to men his age.
And it's getting through to me. And like I said, I'm already grown. I never heard of it. So this Money Island thing I was hearing about where money came from, I couldn't find all the facts that you was telling me on it. But from physical observation, you could tell that this is basically how money works. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that's why I would say that I'm financially illiterate, and I believe that we are as a culture.
Tell me somebody who's not.
We are as a culture just to understand money, where money come from. Like this stuff is powerful information. I mean, you do as you want with the information, but God daggone it, the class was fire, man. I mean, y'all so chill, relax with it, but
that's the thing. We try to get the kids. We try to meet the kids where they at,
and it's for kids.
But I'm just saying
that's when you're supposed to catch them.
But this is the thing.
It's for adults like we've been having.
We're gonna have some new stuff coming up. We have some new stuff coming up that we're gonna be doing with the adults too. But it starts with the kids, just getting them understanding.
That's what you should be getting them. That's the time.
Y'all gotta understand when the United States was born. And certain things y'all got to remember when Jekyll Islands happened. Jekyll Islands it's called Jekyll Island, y'all. If you don't know, Google it. But it was
Jekyll Island.
A little time to
it's Jekyll Island.
We got some time.
It's a country club.
It's actually a country club.
You tell people
it was a country club for white people.
I told you our audience.
It was a country club.
I tell you our audience.
I mean, we be BMore4Real. We have a real conversation. We
you
don't have to sugarcoat too much as long as we can censor how we say it.
I know. It's the audience, right?
Yeah.
Like, all y'all gotta do is open up your phone, right, and then hit that little go to Google, right?
Hit that little G.
You did say open up their phone. You said open up their phone.
He said hit that little G.
And nobody I know is gonna open up their phone.
Go to Google.
I like your phone, though.
Hit
open it up.
Hit that, right. Yeah, right. And hit that little mic on Google and say, hey, tell me about Jekyll Island. Pull it up. Give me an article about Jekyll Island. And boom, it'll come right up. There you go. She just put it up there. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody that don't
Okay.
know,
So Joanne Bryce, she
Fill
says
me in. Read
the
it to me, Daniel, a little
the
bit.
creature from Jekyll Island, the second look at the Federal Reserve.
That's right. You know what I'm saying?
It's the second look at the Federal Reserve.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it was all of these guys got together and they was like, yo, the United States about to go to war, and if they go to war, we got to make sure we keep our eyes on the money. And then so one group was like, "Yo, we got this." And
I remember.
and then the other group,
pinging off.
right? And the other group was like, "Nah, yo, we got this. You go fight the war. We gonna take care of the money." Now, the dudes was saying we take care of the money was who? The Federal Reserve,
Right.
the soon to be Federal Reserve. You feel me?
Mhm.
So they was like, "Yo, we can take care of this." They like, "You sure?" He like, "Yeah." They like, "So we gonna go fight this war, and y'all gonna take care of United States though, and we gonna call this what?" And they like, "All right, boom, this is what we gonna call it." Bet. The thing about it was they said, "Ho, before the meeting over, we got one thing though," and they was like, "What?" Well, you see, it's only a couple of us in here, right? And they like, "Yeah." They like, boom, for the natural that dollar that we have from now on, y'all gonna have to pay us a percentage on that dollar for the rest of our lives. And they was like, huh? They was like, well, all right, the rest of your life. They said, whoa. Not our lives, our kids' lives, our grandkids' lives, their grandkids' lives, their great grandkids' lives, the rest of our family's natural born life.
Mm.
So whenever that dollar gets cashed, that has some of that money, percentage of that money goes to those families.
That's what you call perpetual generations.
Correct.
It's
they
start
start
perpetual
like
generation.
I said hundreds of years ago, they
Mhm.
started it.
Mhm.
You feel me? But the thing about it was they said bet. Now when these men got together, who was the man that was getting them together? You know who he was like, yo, I gotta get my homeboy over here. Yo, I gotta get my homeboy over here. You know who that was? J.P. Morgan.
Mm.
We ain't talking, we ain't talking little people.
Mm.
We talking big boys. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So when he go get his boys, he talking real boys. You feel me?
So one of the things that stuck out to me
Gotcha.
in the meeting as well too, because you just rehashed my memory, and I really
Gotcha.
listened to pay attention. I sat there, was really listening, right? And so they created two types of currency at that particular time of juncture. Is that correct?
Well, they had one currency at the time, and our currency was gold during
Right.
that time because
Right.
gold was just rocking.
It was backed
what I'm
by
saying?
gold.
Yeah, it was backed by gold. Our whole dollar at that time was backed by gold. Ford was taking over.
It's backed by gold.
Mm-mm.
No, so Ford was taking over. But what happened?
In the United States,
Mm-mm. Money ain't been backed by gold since the 30s, I think.
60s.
Since the 60s.
Yeah. So
How money backed by now?
So hold on. So check it out. So nah, you good. Nah, you good. So it was backed by gold then, but what happened was a lot of people started buying foreign cars. So Volkswagen that came on. And then they had one more company come on. So now the money that people were spending, it was in gold. So gold was leaving out of the United States going overseas because people paying for money, but again, our dollar was controlled by gold. What happened was presidencies came, and then when Nixon got in president, Nixon was like, yo, if we keep this up, we gonna be broke.
Mm-hmm.
We got to change this. And they was like, well, you can't change this. This is an agreement that we've made with everybody. Nixon was like, no, y'all ain't understanding me. We got to change this or we gonna go broke. They said we cannot do that. And he said, all right, cool. I understand what you're saying. Watch what I do. So he did. He changed it. We changed, and he had to get an agreement, and everybody agreed. All right, bet we're gonna change it. And what they did was they changed gold to petroleum dollar. So our money is backed by the petroleum dollar,
By the
which
oil,
is
by
oil.
petroleum.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So
And I remember.
but this.
I
so
remember
this is
you
the
said
thing.
that. That
So
sparked
now
me. That's
so
when
now
I knew
you
that
always-
what you were
hear
saying was
about
real.
People talk about Fort Knox, right?
Yep, that's
So
when I knew.
They say no.
Whoa, this
so hold
blew
on.
my mind.
So hold on. So they say Fort Knox is full of gold, right?
Right.
It is. Why? Because we ain't spending it no more.
Mm.
Because it's just sitting there. But it's not just sitting there now. Now it's collecting interest on the stock market.
Mm.
So all of this gold that you keep saying, yeah, we got it. You're right. It's just sitting there because we collecting interest on it now.
Mm.
Interest upon interest upon interest. But this is the thing. When you talk about oil, now this is the other thing. We going out getting other people oil, right? But who got the biggest oil reserve? Anybody want to guess?
You asked me that already. I believe I answered that question correctly because I already knew.
People say Saudi Arabia.
I said Texas. Remember, I was
That's
specific.
right,
I don't
that's
think you remember
right.
because you got class. But
United States.
Texas is the largest oil producer, I
they got-
believe, in
they got the
America,
most-
which
but we don't-
America is the
but
largest
check it.
export of
We got the largest oil.
natural
We don't
gas.
even spend it. We don't even spend our oil. We get other people
Yep.
oils. And what we do with our oil,
Tuck it, keep it in my pocket, bury it in the
because it
ground.
control
something.
out. Why you gonna spend something to control your dollar?
Right.
You gonna do what? You gonna keep
That
it?
blew my mind
You gonna
because
keep it on the stock market?
you know what? I was under the impression that we had we was backed by sweat equity. That's what you always hear.
Correct.
But
And we are.
the more and more, I mean, it's still the same thing.
Right.
But the more and more you learn, it's deeper than what you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
It's
For
actually
sure.
backed by something
How United States
concrete,
of America
more
is
solid
our
than
own-
just
that's why
speculation.
I tell you how
for sure.
we, like I said, sooner or later we gonna turn on each other. It's already written that we're gonna destroy our own selves, but.
Yeah.
We are part of who
But it ain't
we
gonna
are.
be. It ain't gonna be
sooner or
by
later.
flood though this time though.
It's gonna be by fire.
Right.
but but how I told everybody is we are part of it because blacks are now part of it because like I said,
Absolutely.
George Floyd with that elbow on that knee. That when you see all them police officers sitting around there watching,
Absolutely.
and I told people watch this part with the elbow on there, and then all police officers watch. They say, "Oh, all the police officers had something to do with it." They
That's
sitting there
right.
watching.
That's
It's
right.
the same here too, because I
Absolutely.
sit there, I watch because
Absolutely.
we have a part to do with it too. Because now we are
Yeah.
free. We are
Absolutely.
no longer slaves, and everything the United States of America is down there doing, and still we doing. We are now part of it too. Look at how this world is doing. Look,
Right.
same thing.
Right. And now we have foot soldiers in the community that's actually raising them. And Mr.
sure.
Brandon, tell me one of the greatest accomplishments you would say that you made during this whole trial. You know what I'm saying? What is your greatest
Oh, I know
feat
what
that
it
you would
is,
think
but
that you
I'm
made?
gonna let him say it. I'm see if he say it though. I'm gonna see. Yeah,
Let's
we
see. Let's see. Let's
We're
see.
gonna see this.
Yo.
I mean, for me, one, I want to say I always want to shout out to young people, right? I always want to give them the credit because I always talk to them about just showing up, just the importance of being there, showing up when we have a session, an event, a back to school event, fundraiser event, just showing up. I think that's the most important thing. So I would always give credit to them first.
Absolutely.
Because like I said, that's why the organization was really, created and established was for young people. We want to make sure that we're following our mission and our vision, making sure that the alignment is there and that it's going back to serving young people, families, and community. But I mean, biggest accomplishment, I mean, it's kind of hard to really answer that question. I will say the latest thing for us is getting the Young People podcast started up and running. Shout out to Chopping It Up podcast.
See, they don't even know about that. All right, since you just brought that up,
Tell us
since you
about
just brought that up, like I said, I was there. I spent the day with these
Tell us
fellas,
about it.
and
You gonna be
and
coming back to help us?
I
set it
am.
up,
I'll
right?
be coming back. They had after they teach their class, and
Yeah.
after they give them fancy lunches like Chick-fil-A and everything.
You were really into
After
it.
that,
You know
I
what
mean,
they
they had-
did to my mind. He really loved the class.
one of the opportunities, and I wanted to share the video, but we didn't have the rights, so we
Yeah,
don't know
we
how
saw
that
it
exactly
in
works for
we
YouTube
really had
because
it
it
set
has
up for
your
y'all, but
classmates
it's
in there. But I wish we could share the video. And by the way, that gives us a chance to tell you guys to direct y'all over to the Y.S.L. YouTube page and everywhere y'all can find them.
Yeah.
We're gonna direct y'all over to that. Everything that y'all want to see,
Yeah.
y'all can go over to their page. They have everything you need to see,
Yeah.
and they're gonna tell y'all that information in a little bit. But
Yeah.
one of the things I seen was the podcast
Yeah,
thing, and I
yeah.
seen that y'all even prep the students
Yep.
to even go into digital artistry. That's one of the things. So
For sure.
tell me about that.
I mean, because
Yeah,
kids, that's
yeah.
a hard thing to get them to do.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah. But even though it's a hard thing to get them to do it, but the thing is, kids want to express themselves. Kids want a voice. You know what I'm saying? So our platform is to like, okay, you know what? My mission is to make sure you have a voice.
Right.
And this is how you can have a voice. Now, it may not be as glamorous as this beautiful place. You know what I'm saying?
We had a
But
couple
look, we
down
getting it,
there.
but we trying to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
We-
You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
what y'all got
You know,
is fantastic. Trust me.
But the thing,
It's awesome.
the thing is, you know, it's to give them a voice, you know, and then at some point in time, once they got a voice, it's just about creating a way where as though they have an outlet. You know what I'm saying? Their outlet is expression. You know what I'm saying? So since they're expressing themselves, it's like, all right, boom, this is another way we can do it. Because a lot of people don't know they're gonna have short films coming out soon. You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
it's these kids doing
Man,
their
come on, man.
doing their
Stop
own
playing.
little thing,
Stop
you
playing.
know.
We
And
gotta pull together because
no,
Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
all
We
of
need
us on the
y'all.
same page.
Oh, we need to be on the
We
same
Yeah,
need to be on
page.
the
man.
same page.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's something that we can, it's something out there for all of us.
That's
You know
For
what I'm
real.
saying? So it's like, yo, we can do this as a team. It ain't in the thing about money, man, is money is funny because you know what I mean? People talk about it, but it's like money ain't black and it ain't white. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Money is green. You know what I'm saying? It got its own nationality.
Yeah,
Mm.
And it don't hate on nobody.
Mm.
You feel me?
Mm.
You know, we the only ones that do that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, yo, we got to be able to use this the right way. Help the kids get their own money and their own finance. When I met him, he was like 19, going on 20. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he talking right now,
Yeah.
he ain't talk like this. He was quiet.
For real.
He didn't even talk. You know what I'm saying?
you
You
know
know what I
what?
mean?
It's a spirit in him,
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
and it's something in him. It is that, and he was seeking. You see, because you see how he went seeking. It was in him.
I
You
can
see how
tell.
it is. It's in him.
I can tell you right about that too because
sure.
it's something
See
about
it.
it's something about when you see
Absolutely.
when you see something in a person like when I first met you at the you always carry that same like look it's about the kids. I'm militant minded about this and I know based on the way that I grew up, you know what I'm saying, like this is serious because I could go one way or I can go another way. So I rather use and just like you saying money, I'm gonna use money for example.
Right.
A lot of people say money is the root of all evil. False. The root of money is the root of all evil. It's what you would do for money to obtain money. Is what
Is money
is what
the root of
is
all
what
evil.
integrity
Don't get it
that you
confused.
the love of money, right?
money.
The love of money. Excuse me. Correct me.
That's it.
Right. I appreciate
Right.
that. The love of money is the root of all evil.
Right.
It's what you would do for money and
Right.
how you use your money,
For sure.
which what makes it evil.
it.
Because you
For
could
sure.
be it could be used for good just as
God
well as
know
used for
people
evil.
need
Like you
money
said,
for
money don't got
things.
no cut
God
cards.
know you
It don't
need
care if
money.
you black, white. It don't care if you good, evil.
Sure.
You can use it for whatever tool. It's like the
sure.
internet. It's a tool, man.
For sure.
People, a pistol is a tool.
For
It
sure.
all depends on how you use it. But
For
let's
sure.
go to some comments real quick.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
was going to touch based on what you said too
Oh,
about
go ahead, go ahead, go
just
ahead.
real quick
Yeah,
about
for sure.
going back to the podcast though when you talked about how you getting them prepping and things of that nature. So
Right.
one of the things I was talking to him about was I was like, all right, he said, hey, we want to do a podcast, Mr. Brand, Mr. Days. I said, all right, cool, that's cool, we can do it, but we're gonna do it the right way. We're gonna do it because I even told him yesterday. I said, this is a business, man. This is you got your own business. You can tell people about. This ain't no this, and it's something we're gonna take very serious. So now we started prepping. So what we do is we do drive run throughs. Cause they thinking, no, we just gonna get on camera. No, we ain't doing that. We gonna do it the right way. I need scripts done. I need you to run it over. I need questions run. We gonna do a full drive run through. So we do full drive run throughs before we do each episode, making sure that they prep, making sure they talk to the person they bringing on. We had them send over bios, questions, and information that they sell. We do a drive run through with them too as well.
Yeah.
And then we bring them on, but that's a part of it because you got, like I said, preparation is just important. It's key.
Yes.
It's key to success.
Yes.
It's key to
Yes.
success.
Yes,
Key to success.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. What we're gonna do right here is go ahead just to some comments right now, real quick. If we got a comment from Hala Matawi, if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. They say, "Hey, did you guys ever play Epic Mickey before?" I don't know what that means.
I ain't never played that.
But we appreciate your comment as well. If this is your first time viewing the channel, we would like for you guys to subscribe and hit that notification button so you will be notified next time that we go live. Let's see what else we got here. Give me 1 second here. There's some comments on here. We appreciate you guys.
I already see that's Miss Joanne. Shout out Miss Joanne, our community health worker.
Yeah, Miss Joanne Bryce.
Yeah,
and a
We
lot of
appreciate
people-
y'all for being
and
here
a
with
lot
us,
of
by the
people
way.
don't know,
Miss
you know,
Joanne Bryce. Oh, go ahead.
A lot of people don't know. One of the tracks that we focus on is community resources. So when it comes to health and wellness, and when it comes to resource dissemination, and it comes to like learning about diabetes and high blood pressure, we got a whole program that we created. But we also got blessed. We applied for a grant through John Hopkins and SEAL. And what happened was we got the grant. So we got a community.
All praises.
We got a community health worker for this Southwest area. Her name is JB. I don't know if I can say your name live. So you know what I'm saying, but her name is JB. Miss JB, and she's your community health worker for this whole Southwest area. She's
Wow.
still, and but believe it or not, she still has about almost 50 positions left in one of the positions that she run in when people trying to learn about their high blood pressure and diabetes and stuff. So if they want, all they gotta do is hit us up and we can connect you with her. She got like 50 spots left, y'all. Y'all gotta lock in if y'all trying to get healthy. Miss Joanne is the
Hurry up
one.
and fill them spots up.
Yeah.
Miss Joanne. All right, so look, Miss Joanne said, I haven't seen anything like it. At such a young age, they learning about stocks, savings, real estate, doing their own podcasts. I love what they're doing. And these kids are excited to be there. We appreciate that, man. I'm telling you, it's a very powerful thing. It's extremely powerful. I mean, what y'all doing is extremely powerful.
Absolutely.
And I'm exuberated about it myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been rejuvenated. I had my faith restored when I knew there was a program like that in Baltimore City.
That's right.
In West Baltimore City, where I'm from.
Right.
Man, come on, man. Like,
absolutely.
And it leaves an
to
impression.
know that it's a program like that is so dope
And the
because
thing is, we doing it right.
y'all doing it right. Y'all doing it legally all the way around. Y'all doing it all the way around. All the way around. So, I mean, Mr. Brand, I know we haven't heard much from you because you really a man of action for real. You go out on foot, like you 10 toes down.
10 toes
But
down.
I mean, while we haven't had so much conversation with you, tell us something important that you would like us to know real quick before we get the rattling on. You know what I'm saying? Forgetting you on the conversation.
Some other questions
I mean,
I'm
you're
gonna
a
ask
prolific
y'all.
speaker. When you choose to speak,
You know what I mean?
it's dynamic. So let's hear what you got to say real quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because another gem just came to me in my head and it says, "Rich and realize it can happen." So
rewind. You can't be dropping the balls on here like that, man. Rewind.
Yeah.
What was that?
So rich. So it stands for rich means realize it can happen. So that's just another gem. That's for folks at home. That's for anybody that's watching too. Just realizing it can happen. Especially when you talk about any dream that you may
write
have.
poetry? Okay. You definitely use it. You know what I mean?
It just comes with a lot of wisdom, right? And the one thing I love too, one thing I love too is that, and I'm able to walk in any room, right, and just be myself, right? Be able to walk in the room with people that's 50 and over, with people that's 50 and under. A lot of people can't do that.
Sure.
And then they always say, man, you talk like you old. They think I'm 30 and 35, but I'm only 26. But that's because I'm
what?
That's older.
Get out of here.
And
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That just blew my mind. Lord Almighty.
Yeah, because I really walk into those rooms because I really want to learn. Like, I want to learn from the older people. They can teach me something. You know, it's not about walking away from them. You got to learn because, like you said earlier, I'm going to take the knowledge that I learned from y'all and I'm going to give it back to the younger people because you need to know this.
Absolutely.
You should have been listening to Miss Green when she told you go in that house, my fault. You should have been listening. You weren't listening. All she was telling you was the right thing. But it went in one ear and went out the other.
That's right.
Yeah, man. We gonna go ahead and do that real quick. For sure. This is BMore4Real. Realest conversation on that.
A quick story too. I'm gonna share a quick story. So he was asking about a quick story, right? So we was in, and then Mr. Day's gonna laugh at this one. So we was in the room, right? We was having a class, like you said, right?
Right.
So we was talking about where does your tax dollars go at? Where your parents' tax dollars go at, right?
Right.
You seeing how the run went. They went crazy in there, right? They go to the schools, they go to the churches, they went crazy in the run because they like, wow, this is where our parents' tax dollars go at. They going to the schools. Well, why my schools still look like this? We ain't got no heat in here. But that's why we educate them. And then we also showing them about public speaking and being able to advocate. Because one day you're going to have to walk into a room, you're going to have to be able to speak up for yourself. Why? Mom, dad, auntie, relative, they're not going to be in that room. You're going to be in the box. You got to be able to advocate and speak for yourself. And guess what? You can say, guess what? I got some education at a younger age. That's why I don't look at age, right? Because you could be 9, you could be 15. We teach you now because you need to know now for preparation. So that way when we walk in that room, that mindset, oh, I already know this. I'm ready for this.
Raising up independent thinkers.
They ready.
We'll take another story real quick just to hit you real quick. It's just when you gotta remember, like I had a parent call me and the parent was like, hey, Mr. Days, my daughter not really gonna be able to be in the program no more. Cause she's like, I gotta get this other job. She gotta really be home. And I was just like, nah. I was just like, well, it's something we gotta do. She said, you don't understand, Mr. Days. I gotta get some money. I gotta take care of the family. I like it what y'all doing, but I gotta take care of the family.
Right.
And I was like, all right, bet. I was just like, well, look, why don't you come here and holler at us real quick? And let us talk to you about some things. So she came in and we talked to her and we said, look, why don't you take this stuff right here? And what we did was she took a snowball machine, all of this different stuff, all of the products. And I said, let your daughter do what she do. I said, we done taught her well. Trust me. She was like, nah. She was like, I'm going to just take it and I'll just take it home to her. I was like, all right, bet. She called me back a month later crying. And I was like, man, Brandon, this lady on the phone crying. I was like, all right. I was like, what's? I said, man, what's wrong? She was just like, Mr. Diggs, you ain't tell me. I was like, I ain't tell you what. She was like, you didn't tell me that. I don't have to work no. I don't have to work that part time job no more. I was like, she was like, well, what's going on? She said, Mr. Diggs, we make $500 a week selling snowballs.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
she said, and she talking about she want to do hot dogs now, Mr. Diggs, next. But she said y'all getting her what is it, her food, her safe serve certification so she can do food, right?
Right,
And
right.
she was like, so I didn't know she already had that. I was like, well, yeah, that's what we do. She was just like, so all I'm doing is helping her, and she was like, she doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, ma'am, I was like, look, let her
Those
do
are
what she
the
do.
moves.
Right,
Right.
support her.
Realize it can happen.
It's not
But
only
also,
that, it
y'all
gives
live up
her
to
that
your name.
moves in life
Right.
too, and
You
they
got to.
need that.
Also,
But
y'all
we
live
don't
up to the
have
name.
those connects. We don't. But see, not only that, we don't have those connects in life. Period. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't have nobody to talk to, and no one who believes in us.
Right.
I got
Because
you there.
people don't understand that a
Right.
little bit of beliefs can
Right.
take
you a
you
long way.
Right. And that's what I was saying. These
Absolutely.
guys are developing young,
Yeah.
successful leaders.
Absolutely.
That's what they doing.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's
See,
not just it's like
I'm seeing
it's like
here.
a movement.
I understand what
See,
you're
the title
about,
just
Daniel.
don't do it service.
Right.
The title just don't do it enough service. I was there. I was sitting in the
I
classes.
see what you mean
The
now.
title don't do it. It's like saying mommy. Like when you have a true mother, somebody that really back you like a mother. When you got a father, a true father, the title just don't do it justice on the part that they play. And I mean, like the title just don't do it justice. But what y'all do in the community is astronomically great, and it's a total pleasure to even have y'all here on this platform. Y.S.L.I, Young Successful Leaders Incorporated, man. In the building. We got some more comments though. Ascend Icon said that he loves it. And by the way, if you guys are just tuning in, Ascend Icon is the one that makes these shirts. This is just just one of the brands.
BMore
a
Pod,
subsect of the brand. A subsect of the brand. You can catch him on BMore Pod on Monday nights. Him and Stefan, we appreciate y'all.
Mondays
we appreciate
and
Dennis,
Thursdays,
everything.
right?
Mondays and Thursdays. On Mondays, you gonna actually catch Eric, the one who makes the shirts. Eric and Stefan host the sports pod. Make sure y'all check them out on Mondays at 7. That's our big brother station. And check them out on Thursdays at 7 as well. We appreciate Dennis. We appreciate BMore Pod. We appreciate everything y'all do. Y'all already know. We in the communities with it, but we appreciate you nonetheless. Joanne Bryce said, it's power and quite it's power and quiet and humility. It is. You move in silence and violence. That's what some of the gangsters say.
All
so
day.
It is power
Say
in
that
that.
again,
And
though. Move in silence.
you look, it's a lot to say about that. We appreciate y'all. Joanne also said the love of money is the root of all evil. Appreciate that correction.
You said it. The love of that money.
For sure.
Before we get out of here as well, too, I know we have y'all do have a couple of events coming up. Which one?
Tell us about.
You want to tell us
Please,
about the
tell
one
us
that's coming up on this weekend
Please
for a
do.
second? We'll go ahead and pull that graphic up on the screen for y'all.
Yeah, so sure. This is this weekend. So this weekend we have a financial literacy in partnership with Fulton Bank. So they're going to come out and kind of collaborate with us as one of our partners. Add on to what we're already teaching, just enhancing in the program this Saturday. So we have this Saturday, February 8th, and also February the 22nd. They're going to be coming out with us, and we appreciate them.
Yeah, and it's 4580 Emerson Avenue. 4580 Emerson Avenue. It's basically in the Emerson Village Shopping Center. If y'all know where Royals at, that white door next to Royals, we upstairs.
Yeah.
And that QR code you can register. QR code you can register on the QR code.
You can register
hit the
with
QR
the QR
code, y'all. Hit the QR code, because if your kids get into the cohort at the end of these 3 months, don't forget, every 3 months the kids have a pitch competition, and then whoever win the pitch competition, we help them get their business license.
What is that?
The kids they all get to compete against each other.
What's you said the pitch
competition. So
What's
they
the
all
pitch?
get to pitch their ideas and their businesses and whatever ideas. Some of
Tell
them.
me more about that.
So whoever may want to pitch, whoever get their business like pitched, and you have different.
Like
it's almost like a Shark Tank.
I was just about to say that.
You know what I'm saying?
Shark Tank.
It's almost like a Shark Tank. We got different
Tell us
business
a little more
people.
about it,
We
because
got different
that's
business
interesting.
people. We got different business people that they can act. Matter of fact, You know what I'm saying? We might try to, we can talk. We might try to do the pitch competition. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
There we go.
You know what I
Little
mean? But the thing is, we got different people who are on the panel, and they get to judge the kids and ask them questions,
and we could do the panel right. That would be
you know what I'm
quite
saying?
interesting and,
And
cover
then when the
that.
kids do it, the whoever wins, we help them get their business license, and we help them with their marketing. We help them with their promotions. Most importantly, we help them get their foot peddler's license so they can be in the streets selling and making money, and the police can't stop them because they got their own license to be out in the street selling property and selling product.
Right.
So that's some of the most important stuff. And the kids that don't win, it's not a problem. So they still win because we still help them get their stuff together, and then we help them at a later date.
Y'all do all of the ins and outs. Every
We
way.
want them to get businesses.
What don't y'all do at this point? This is just
It's
awesome,
because
man.
the passion.
Right.
Because when you all have passion, you all see yourselves in them, and
That's
you
right.
believe in them,
Absolutely.
and you want them to succeed.
Absolutely,
Yep.
they our future. And then what's the next one we got coming up, Brandon?
Yeah, so this is a parent orientation. So new parents, current parents, can come on and join us on call. You get to meet the team, of course. You get to learn about our programmatic, what we offer as far as programming.
That's right.
Sign your young people up. The QR code is on there. It's going to be via Zoom, February 19th, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Definitely sign yourself up. Sign your child up too as well. We're looking to get more young people in our program.
Remember what we said, new parents. So if you got kids, get that QR code, take a picture of it, do what you
Now,
got
for
to
the
do.
viewer's sake as well, too, let me ask: is the programs free, or some of the programs free?
So
How does that work?
So the programs are free. I mean, we're a nonprofit, so the programs are free. We really feed off of people, helping us with donations.
Okay.
So they can go to youngsuccessfulleadersinc.com, youngsuccessfulleadersinc.com, hit that donate tab, and then you can just donate, whatever your heart desires, and help us do our ministry work.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And then we got a couple fundraisers coming up that we do. We got two fundraisers coming up. One is in September that you're about to see, and we got one currently that just started. And that one is the one that we so passionate about because what's the name of that one, Brandon?
What's it, Black Youth?
Yep, it's the Black Youth Campaign. So we want people the power of Black youth. We want you to be able to give to Black youth. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So all you got to do is when you go on our website, the first thing that pops up is that actual flyer.
Absolutely.
And then you can click on it and it'll take you right there.
And
so
I
you
want to
can
further
donate.
encourage the people because, like I said, there's so much y'all do in the community that this show don't do y'all justice, but
Gotcha.
you guys
Appreciate
also
you,
plant
though.
gardens
Absolutely.
in the city
That's a beautification.
that produce fresh produce for the
Yeah.
community. Correct?
Yeah, we got an environmental.
God dag on it! If
We
I
got,
tell you these
that's
guys
what I'm
ain't
telling you.
awesome,
Yeah.
I mean they awesome. So we
Y'all
might
plant
want to.
seed and y'all plant
Nah, got
seed.
We might want
Check
to
out
pay
the
attention
website.
to this one. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe by the way as well
sure.
too. And
Go to the YouTube.
you guys have a YouTube channel by the way as well,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You can check all the stuff out.
Yeah.
You can check all the stuff out on YouTube.
Y'all gonna give us a
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
station nice and slow.
So how
Yeah.
can they find you on YouTube? Is it Young Successful Leaders,
Y'all give it to
Y.S.L.I?
us nice and
Young
slow.
Successful Leaders.
Young Successful Leaders?
Yep.
Successful
You can go
Leaders.
on there. You'll see Pain and Success podcast. You'll see Chopping It Up podcast.
Okay, so you'll see it all under the
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Joanne Bryce say y'all talking heavy. You are
know what I mean.
BMore4Real.
Hey, Miss Joanne, we got the people on the show now.
We really do. We appreciate you, Miss
yeah,
Joanne, as
we
well.
gonna be a guest as well.
Realest
You know what I
conversation
mean?
on the net, rated R for reality.
I-
Brought to you by way of Real Explosions. Y'all already know if this is the realest conversation that you probably will ever hear because
sure.
we don't
It's a
sugarcoat it.
good show. I'm
we're
loving
not-
this show.
We're
Yeah.
independent. We're not controlled by any sources or everything. Everything we got to do, we make it on our own. As you can see, we struggle through the podcast. We're gonna make it happen. It's gonna get better and better.
No, it's good.
But look, it's the #1 podcast in Baltimore, man.
That's right.
Real
That's
talk.
what we
And
do.
we appreciate the nomination as well. The Baltimore
Gotcha.
scene, man. Shout out Uncle Wayne. Shout out Mr. Wayne. Shout out Real Explosion.
Right.
Shout out Y.S.L.I for being here, man.
Definitely.
Like
Appreciate
y'all,
you. Appreciate
y'all
you.
dope.
Black business and stuff, and when we bring something like this, where you are teaching our future and our inner ones, and y'all
Absolutely.
really ringing them bells for real.
Yes, sir.
And then you see how it influenced him at his age. And
That's
to
right.
The young ones that listen,
Right.
and we know for real, our brothers are lost.
For sure.
Many.
We trying to get them right.
And that's the thing. And
Trying to
no
get 'em
one's
right.
teaching us anymore.
Yeah, we trying
No
to get
one
them right.
cares anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
And they keep saying it. but they're not doing it.
For sure.
And
it
look at
ain't
the results.
and it ain't never too late. Now you got the young ones and the older people. It ain't. I don't care how old you are. You can be 10. You can be 60. It ain't never too old to make that change.
That's
Yo.
it.
Never too
The
old.
sky didn't crack yet.
That's right.
It's not too late.
That's right. All day.
It's not too late. Not too
All
late.
day.
Not too late. Brother Bobby B. Sorry I can't pull this stuff up. I'm having some
Yeah.
look, we having conversation. Brother Bobby B. We appreciate
Bobby
everything
B.
you do as well, Brother Bobby B. This is somebody behind the scenes from BMore4Real that helps us out as well. So Brother Bobby B, we appreciate you. He said I'm late, but Brother Bobby B is in the house. He said Y.S.L. is an awesome group. A send the icon said talk that talk. You heard me. And then Joanne Bright said again though, she said if you are 18, identify as black, live in Baltimore City or county, and have been diagnosed with pre-diabetes, diabetes, hypertension, or obesity, you will be eligible for the study.
That's right.
That's correct.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right. And they ain't gotta pay for nothing, man. It's something to get them straight. So all they gotta do is hit us up. We'll put you with Miss Joanne, and she gonna get y'all straight, man.
Is this a compensated study or is this
I believe so.
Yeah, they do get compensated in a way, absolutely. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? And that's something that she will help them out with, man.
You know, look.
What do you
it's
mean
BMore4Real.
by
Some of our
compensated? How
people
does
don't
that
move
work?
unless they know
How does that work?
money behind. But look, let's just we gonna
that's
give you all the
something-
details.
Yeah, that's something
It's
you're
a
going.
study. What do you mean?
Yeah, so-
I'm not sure how that works.
Well, no, it's just like sometimes they got stipends for you, you know, when you as you taking the study. You know what I'm saying, to help you out because they realize that sometimes some people it's hard to keep people in to get them healthy, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give them a little something to try to help them out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's where that come from. But I mean, like I said, you just gotta lock in with her, and she can teach y'all about it and how it work, man. I mean, like I said, she doing good work. You know, bringing
Absolutely.
people in. I'm happy to have her on the team, man.
Absolutely, and we
be
appreciate
honest
y'all
with
for
you.
tuning in as well too, and
Yeah.
dropping the comments. Obviously, y'all got
Sure.
love for Y.S.L. Show some love for BMore4Real too.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can't. They hard not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard to not greatness, man. And if somebody hating on greatness, you got to be doing the right thing. I mean,
Oh, see, she
you know
put
you're
it
doing the
up.
right thing when you got some haters,
She
man.
said you get like $3 $50 gift cards. And
Yeah.
You get, and you get
Oh yeah, we gonna get that. Hold on, she said.
Hold up.
Oh yeah.
See this?
Oh, let's go ahead.
Wait a minute, y'all. Do you need to see this? Come on, Baltimore. Now look, you really need to check that high blood pressure.
We
You
going.
see this?
all day, right?
I'm trying to get to all the
Come
comments.
on now.
I try to get to them in order.
I got you.
Come on, Dan.
It's acting a
Show
little
us
slow.
what it is. This will
Look,
really
okay,
help out.
if y'all can't see them, when we put them up on the screen, just go ahead to the live chat below, and you'll be able to see. But also, Brother Bobby B says the Robert Blunt collection, art beyond the paintbrush, marketing, entertainment. They will support you, support the pitch event, and Y.S.L. programs.
That's what's up.
So the Robert Blunt collection is
I
ready.
got you. We got
to
you, man.
support
We get
you
your information
as well.
from him. Yeah. We get your information from him, man, so we can lock in with you. All right.
So they want to get the information. Make sure we
Absolutely.
exchange information. That's what we're here for, man. That is exactly what we're here for. So, Brother Bobby B, we appreciate you for putting that up, man. That's what we're here for. Just to network and make sure that we can make everything go around. And let's see if this will act right for me. Let's go.
Well, let's bring back up the gift cards because that is definitely an offer we have to remember here. Come on now, we have to share. We have a lot of comments, but let's not breeze past that because there's a lot of people can use that.
Well, this is what she said. She says
Bring that back up.
$3 $50 gift cards and one $25 gift cards, and that's for the study,
That's
if
right.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
correct.
It's just like I
Okay.
said, it's something. I mean, it ain't much, but it's something to help people out. Yeah, it's something to help people because and you getting and it's a way you getting the idea of getting healthy.
On the health.
That's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, stop playing.
Right. One more
You know what I'm
time.
saying? Yeah, stop playing. Some people out here need to get their straight right.
Absolutely.
You know, look, I'm getting myself right now. Look at that. Look at that. Look, no, what? Oops, the wrong one.
Oh wow, yeah, he prepped,
You know what I'm saying?
ready to go.
Yeah, I'm getting right though.
And
Getting
listen,
right.
I just had the colonoscopy yesterday. Day
Ooh,
before
that'll
yesterday.
change your life, baby.
I just went to the dentist earlier today.
That part that I had to do. Oh my God.
I just went to the dentist earlier today. Health is wealth.
Yeah, health is.
Health is wealth. That's another thing too. Okay, so why we gonna get into it?
What?
You know what I mean?
Self-care, mental health.
If y'all ain't had that colonoscopy,
Nah, no.
be prepared. Be prepared.
Nope.
That, man.
Don't want the colonoscopy. But since we talking about health,
No, he breezed past it. Apparently, he has
look,
had one.
I ain't there yet.
It's coming.
Look, I ain't there yet. But also as well, since we're talking about health and wealth, we need to discuss a couple things. Just because we be more for real. Never knew we was gonna have this conversation, but you always be prepared, like Mr. Brandon was talking about, and you always ever prepared. You one of the most prepared people that I know, honestly. Like you send them texts out early, like 2 weeks before in advance and all that. You call, like, yo, you one of the most prepared that I know. Seriously, you on top of it.
But let me ask.
But hold on one second. Let's just go over this health disparity. Life expectancy in the U.S. Black Americans, especially men, historically black men, have the lowest life expectancy due to factors like systemic racism, lower access to quality health care, higher rates of chronic diseases, heart disease, diabetes, and violence. Sickle cell disease trait. It only affects 1 in about 100 white Americans, but sickle cell disease affects 1 in every 12 black Americans, and that means that we have the copy that is basically like 8 to 12 times higher than white counterparts.
Absolutely.
So sickle cell disease and things like that, we must be on top of. We also lead not only in sickle cell, but glucose 6 phosphate dehydrogenase, or whatever that means. I can't read all these medical terms. Hypertension, stroke, heart failure, type 2 diabetes, lupus, chronic kidney disease, focal segment, glucose, whatever that word is. Look, I ain't about to try to pronounce all these words. Vertigo, but there are a lot of health factors that we actually rank number 1 in, and we need to start looking at our black health clinicians and physicians, our nurses, doctors, and all of those.
And we got
we need to do something. Actually, more black women die giving birth than any other race as well, too. So we need to really take our health serious. When they say health as well, let's not breeze over that and just look at it like it's just a cliche. Look, when we learn to apply what we know, we become better people. It's called wisdom. Knowing is half the battle. Knowing is right from wrong, and wisdom is knowing how to apply what you know.
That's right.
So with that being said, make sure you know that health is wealth. They got health clinics coming up. They have health studies for the youth. They have a lot of these different things. And just tell us how we can reach our because I'm pretty sure that our viewers gonna want to reach back out to you guys.
Absolutely.
So give us all your information.
Yeah, so I'll start with the website, of course, Young Successful Leaders, inc.com. So once again, that's Young Successful Leaders, inc.com is our website. Feel free to go in there and check it out. Feel free to go in there and donate to our organization. Instagram is Young Successful Leaders. Facebook is Young Successful Leaders. YouTube is Young Successful Leaders. So pretty much all the platforms are Young Successful Leaders. Go on there, like I said, check us out. Support our young people, support our programming. We also encourage volunteers if anybody's interested in even getting involved. Like he said, the parents are learning sessions too. So when parents come out, they actually get involved and engaged, and they also involved in our work too as well. Because we start from the inside out, meaning that we make sure that if there's a family, there's a circle family, we make sure that we want everyone involved. Even if there's grandma. My grandma can come on help us plant a garden. Hey, grandma, come on help us out. If there's Papa home, come on help us out. Put them gloves. We got gloves for you. We got everything you need. Just come on out. And I think that's why people love when they hear Young Successful Leaders and the way that we work, and we're organic as an organization, the way that we move. We are like a movement. We move throughout Baltimore City. Hey, we over west. We'll come over east. We'll come down south, Baltimore, wherever we need to go, wherever folks need us at.
And stop playing with them too. About your education, about your success. They pop at your school. Real talk. They will do it.
We've been to schools.
They will do it. They'll pop at your schools, and the teachers gonna let them in. They're gonna let them in
all day.
Oh, they're gonna let them in for sure. Joanne Bryce, again, man. We appreciate you much. It says it's. This study, this is great information to know, though. She's saying the study is to see if having a health coach will improve with outcomes. So now we have the health study. We have the reason why they have the health study. You got a lot of information that you need.
And then you're gonna
can we find more information on you guys' website about the study?
Yeah.
She's gonna pay you by she working with you with your health. What more can you ask for? You better get yourself together. That's why
before you answer that, let me go ahead and just read this next comment. She did say, "I will help them with the social detriment. I will help them with any social detriments, determinant, of health. Weekly one-on-one coaching and monthly group coaching. So I mean, it's all the way around. Like, Good
Yes.
God Almighty.
She
That's a
She
wonderful
already
woman
work
right
on
there.
that.
Yeah,
That's
she'll
a
get
super
you.
woman.
She'll get them locked in. She'll get them all on Zoom or something, and then she'll really start doing the ministry work that way, man.
I hope y'all know y'all
Thank you,
heroes.
God.
I hope you know. I hope you know that too, Miss Joanne. Shout out, pleasure to know you, pleasure
Bless
to
you.
meet you.
Bless
Yeah.
you.
Thank you for
God
joining the
bless you.
podcast.
Definitely.
Y'all guys are
And
heroes.
I
that's
wanna
what
thank
I had to
y'all for
ask
having
you
us,
all.
man.
We kind of went past that. We never really brought that to any attention. But what do y'all feel about the situation of my God in your program?
Who?
God in the program.
It's the heat of existence. You know what I'm saying? Because the people got to understand, this is our ministry, this is our work. Teaching kids about money, teaching kids about entrepreneurship, teaching kids about environmental things, teaching kids about financial literacy. Each one of those things is a ministry. You know what I'm saying? And once you turn the page, same way you reading stuff about God, same way you're going to read stuff about us. But the thing about it is, every word that we do is the power is in the word, and the word comes from Him. And the word was the beginning. So when you come to our program, you get those words at the beginning, and we give it to you. But it's something we got from God, and it's a blessing from us that we still trying to feed out to the world.
Absolutely.
I'm about to
Look,
run around this table right here.
we gonna wrap it up in just a little bit here. Is there anything else that y'all would like to get to the people? Any shout outs or anything? Is there something that you really want to get out to the people? Any words of encouragement? Just feel free. Go ahead.
One of the shout outs, I just got to thank, some of the people that really been helping us out. I know Miss Washington helped us out a lot from the Edmondson Village Association.
Shout out Miss Washington from the Ville.
Yeah,
Washington.
We got Apple O Designs. These joints
Apple
right
O
here.
Designs for the shirts, for the
saying?
merch.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for the shirts, for the merch, for all that.
She got it's Apple O Designs, and it's Designs by Chanel. She got a whole bunch of new designs coming out for us.
Oh,
you know what
man.
I'm saying? So we got like 10
Designs by Chanel.
hoodies.
Yeah,
Lord, y'all collaborate with everybody. Y'all got the whole
They got
city.
t-shirts.
Yeah, we got hoodies, t-shirts. She got socks. She do book bags. She do. Y'all can't see it, but she do wallets like this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
She really gonna have some little
Oh, yeah.
merch.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So the
merch
thing
and
is,
memorabilia.
yeah, just
Yep.
big shout outs to her for helping us get our game going, and big shout outs to like Win Waste. They helped us out a lot with our cleanups. So big ups to Win Waste for helping us out.
Shout out Win Waste.
Yeah, and then of course Chicago Trends. It's a black owned company. Big shout outs. They just brought the Edmondson Village Shopping Center.
Chicago
You know what I'm
Trends.
saying? So they doing good things for us. So like I said, these are some of the people that's been helping us out, and we got a whole bunch of supporters. So but you can always check out our website, and you can see all the different people that supported us, and we appreciate it.
Absolutely. And what about you, Mr. Griner?
Yeah, I mean, for us, of course, like you said, community-based organization partners, of course, are ones that have collaborated with us in the past and looking to collaborate with us more in the future. Always shout out to our parents, our young people, our families, the Emerson Village community, Southwest community, for showing up. And I'm just really excited to continue building, especially with that Chopping It Up podcast. I'm just so excited.
Absolutely.
I'm just really excited.
And we got one big supporter that always hold us down. I appreciate you, baby. That's Miss Diggs. I love you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we appreciate you, baby.
Yeah. And we have Joanne Bryce again. You've been with us all night. We appreciate you so graciously. She said, "Thank you so much."
Yeah.
She said, "We were born to serve. The Lord is kind."
Yeah.
And she said, "The Lord is kind." Okay, yeah. She said, "The Lord is kind. Thank you for your support." Oh, we appreciate that. Of course, we believe in the Most High. Of course, we believe in everything, man. We appreciate you guys, man. This was just a wonderful, awesome
Appreciate
show,
you gentlemen
man.
for having us.
Realest conversation on the net, man.
It
If y'all haven't already, go ahead, like,
pleasure.
share, and subscribe, man. It's the realest conversation on the net each and every single Wednesday.
If you know, you know. Y.S.L. sign out.
It's rated R for reality, man. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. I'm your co-host, OMG Danny.
I am Uncle Wayne.
See y'all.